Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 118 of the Automation Station here with the PeakBot team. Myself, Ben, Thomas. Gentlemen, happy Friday. How we doing?
Happy Masters Friday. Let's
moving day.
acknowledge we've got the greatest golf event going on at the moment. Justin Rose leading the pack. Who knew? It's 8 under.
Thomas could care less.
Yep.
I have no idea who Justin Rose. That's the only golf tournament I know of is the Masters. Other than that, I know Tiger Woods. Hold on, let me think of. I think I know Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson.
Okay.
Right, that's another golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's where I cut it. I think that's all I know. I think those are the two golfers I can say confidently.
Well, you did all right. They are both limping toward the end of the career. Tiger's pretty much done. Phil is not doing so well in the Masters this week. But anyway, got a great show for everybody here today. Would love to get into PeakBot picks. I personally have a little bit of a wrinkle this week. We'll talk about if anybody else is adapting my, we'll call it semi-automation. Maybe a little bit of manual entry here. And we got a lot more to talk about. So we'll tease a couple other things. We have a fantastic deal we got to talk about with Tradier exclusively. So we'll be touching on that here in just a bit. So what do we say we get right into it, guys?
Yeah. Here's a look
All right.
at live look at my account. We will have Iron Condor trades going through today. Iron Condor will be trading. So that's exciting. We'll see that happen here in just a couple of minutes. The only trade that I've got on this account today is the daily covered call strategy. We talked about this on the Tradier Options Summit on Wednesday. Dylan and I had a 45-minute segment there. The daily covered call strategy. This is in testing right now, but here's a look at today's positions at 9:45 today. The bot bought myself 100 shares of IWM at 181.57 and sold the 181 strike. So we're going a strike below what we buy at, and sold the 181 call strike at $2.43. So a nice credit there. We'll lose 57 cents on the sale of shares if we expire above. So I'm watching IWM today. There is a small manual component to this that I like to throw in that we will be building in. But this bot will be released maybe as soon as next week in its current status, its current state, without the adjusting trade built in. But stay tuned for that. Other than that, I've got my trend spread picks, which we will go over in my account. I have some additional spreads from testing to the trend spread bot that we're running this week. And then I've got my XPEV position that I've been rolling for a couple of weeks, trying to turn that loser into a winner, looking pretty solid on that. But anyways, I'm just trying to stall now for about 45 more seconds until we get our Iron Condor entries. So that way we can see the bots place trades live for me and for.
Do you think we have the rights to live stream the Masters for 40 seconds?
I don't know, but I do have it up in another browser right now.
Yeah, of course. Here, I'm gonna do it and see.
No, don't do it. You're gonna get us kicked off of YouTube.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I think it said YouTube was down for StreamYard, wasn't it?
We can report live.
Something's down for StreamYard because I don't see our X channel in here.
No, I do.
You see it?
It's on there. It's just a silly logo up top. Anyway, all right. So we're doing. Oh, it's noon. So we're gonna trading windows open. I'd probably say give it another couple seconds, minute maybe. So
yeah, I'd give it up to 2 minutes before you say something's wrong.
Okay. So we'll keep an eye on that for those golfers interested. Rose is at 8 under. DeChambeau on a mission today, 6 under right now. Scotty hasn't teed off yet. He's at 4 under. So
there it is. There's the Condor.
Hey, hands. Were your hands not up, Ben?
They weren't up. That's my fault.
Thomas, love the Carmelo Anthony jersey you got behind you today.
I know. They
Don't.
did.
All right.
So
So, just messing with you, man.
Let's
I have to get it. I literally took it down off of my wall, so the wall in my room is just empty. It's just weird now.
So you got Carmelo just down. Is it
Yes,
folded?
Carmelo's just down, sitting. Well, it's upstairs on the railing before my office. It's just sitting there,
Okay,
and I
gotcha.
haven't had the chance to. So my room looks a little weird for this past week. So I got to get something up there now. Maybe I should get like a PeakBot. Dylan, you want to send me that PeakBot flag or something?
Oh, this flag over here. I think that one.
Yeah. Maybe you should send me that to make
Maybe
up
you
for it.
should. Maybe I'll send you the link as to where you can purchase it. How about that? Times are tough out here these days. You know what I mean? Manually entering my PeakBot picks trades this week. We'll get into that. Okay. We don't have any other trades. What was your credit? Okay. Sorry. What was your credit? This is a 1DTE Condor?
Yes, the bot placed the order at 51 cents. Love a credit over 50. Has not filled yet. Still open. So
okay.
We'll see if we will fill. Currently trading at 45 cents. But
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How long will you let that sit there before you go and modify the order and see? Like right now, I'd be going in and seeing what it's at and if it's even worth me keeping this here. You let that go for a little while?
Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit. I'll probably let it sit all day, and if I don't fill, I don't fill. I'm not super crazy about trading condors in this market right now.
But you like the credit it filled at. If it fills, great. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Otherwise,
yeah. If I get that credit, fine. But I'm not gonna adjust down.
You're not gonna be chasing it.
No.
Okay, not chasing. All right, so let's do this, guys. Oh, we'll have trader trivia today as well.
We got trader trivia
with a little fun fact. But let's get into let's do it now. Yeah, let's do it right now. All right, different music. Hold on. Dance pop.
Yes, dance pop for trader trivia. All right, guys, so this is how it works. If you are new to PeakBot and you've been thinking about trying us out, trying PeakBot, here's your chance to win 3 months for free. However, do we have a banner for this?
This.
We've worked out a deal with Tradier where if you create a new Tradier account, fund it with $5,000, you will get 6 months of PeakBot Pro for free and Tradier Pro for free.
I'm gonna get the slide.
Fantastic. Yeah, I want that little banner, the graphic up at the bottom.
Yeah, hold on. We're gonna do you one better.
Dylan will get it while we're going through Trader Trivia. So who knows? This prize for Trader Trivia might become obsolete sooner rather than later.
Just quickly, just showing this quickly for all the information. Grab the QR code in the link right now. PeakBot.com/Tradier. Sorry, I hijacked you, Ben, but this is kind of my thing. 6 months free of PeakBot Pro. Okay, access to exclusive bots. All right, so right now we have 3 bots on all plans, 5 bots for Pro, and you get commission-free options trading with Tradier Pro. Okay, which is normally $10 a month, tied into this deal. Okay, if you're already on Tradier, but you don't have a PeakBot account, you want to get in the game, we'll give you some love, 1 month free. Okay, but grab that QR code if you're not on Tradier and you're looking to get automated with the team here at PeakBot, which is the only team doing it right.
1 month free, and you get the PeakBot Pro for the price of standard, and that's for life. If you're
move past the 6 months,
if you're on Tradier,
absolutely. So, okay, you had your chance, but it'll be at the bottom. PeakBot.com/Tradier. Get signed up for 6 months of automated trading and commission-free trading. All right, Ben, back to you, man.
All right. So if you can't find it within yourself to create a Tradier account, this is going to apply to you. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to ask the question. You're going to text the answer to 973-888-1166. That's the phone number on screen over here. The question is, what does, quote, to the moon mean in trading slang? So this is going back to our GME AMC days. Does it mean A, a stock is going bankrupt? Does it mean B, a stock is expected to go sideways? C, a stock is dropping fast? Or D, a stock is expected to go way up? So text your answer in 973-888-1166. We will text you a link to get signed up
for all of those, Ben.
Stonks only
you should
go
put
up.
stonk. Yeah. You should have
Yeah.
put a stonk is going bankrupt. A stonk is expected to go sideways.
A stonk only goes up.
Stonk only goes up.
So while you guys are texting your answers in, I'm gonna share this fun fact. Did you guys know that the stock ticker was invented before the telephone? So the stock ticker
Crazy.
was invented by Edward Callahan in 1867. And that was about 9 years before Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone.
So I gotta ask, and then how does this work? Okay, so we're talking the little stock ticker scrolling stream of stock prices in 1867.
Well, remember from a previous fun fact that the ticker existed because this was all communicated via telegram, so they needed a quicker way to communicate what company and what price it was at, and so that's why the ticker existed. So I guess this scrolling stream of stock prices, I'm not really sure how that worked.
I don't know how that. I mean, it sounds like just consistent typing of information. However,
Just imagine being that person just like behind the keyboard all day long.
they were rich.
Yeah, they were probably the richest person.
They were feeding their families well. So what's the twist here? Okay. Not the phone didn't come till. Okay, understood. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. See it, Thomas. People have been trading for quite a while, huh? Glad we're here now, and we didn't have to do it like that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, hey, Thomas is back. Let's give the answer.
The answer to the question, what does "to the moon" need in trading slang, is D. It means a stock is expected to go way up. To the moon is a trading term used when traders think a stock price is going to skyrocket, and it became popular during the GameStop AMC meme stock rally, where social media, Reddit, everybody was going crazy.
Davey Day Trader.
There's a lot of other great terms that came out of that era, but "to the moon" is one of them.
Davey Day Trader, right? Portnoy.
Yeah.
Stocks only go up.
He was in it.
He's still in it.
Yeah.
He goes live like every
Was
week.
he still day trade?
He tries to.
You know,
he plays it like Vegas. I mean, he's just gambling. He doesn't even, he doesn't even care.
Did you see he lost $20 million or something crazy like that? And he was like, yeah, now I'm up 8. And it's like, no, you're still down 12.
Wait,
He's a
what did he
gambler
lose
at
$20
heart,
million on?
Was it,
His portfolio,
Was it
just like
crypto?
his entire.
huh?
No, he lost $20 million like after this whole drop.
Oh, just the overall drop in the market. Okay.
Yeah, he said he lost 20 million.
Well, it's nice to be able to lose that much. You know what I mean, and still be okay. Good problem to have.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
I guess you buy your
Portnoy,
company back for $1.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
He
Speaking of Portnoy, we all know he does the pizza reviews. I'm gonna be going to DeLucia's tonight in Rare tonight. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the event? Who?
Hanging out with some friends tonight,
Nice.
just picking up some pies. And
Okay.
for those that don't know, Portnoy ranked that a 9.4.
Possibly the best pizza he's ever had. He says it's in the conversation. I've had it. It was unbelievable. I had to wait quite a while because I went like only a month after the review came out.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake.
I'm calling in.
You should make the call now.
Yeah, I'm gonna call after this show.
Can you do it live?
No.
Yeah, make a live pizza call.
Live
Why? How
pizza
many
order
pizzas
for
you get?
6 p.m.
Is it
please?
embarrassing how many pizzas you're about to get, Ben?
Yeah, man.
No, I'm only getting one pie.
Oh, okay. They might have a 2 or 3 pie minimum. You better be careful.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
If not,
So-
ship me over a pie.
It's so good. Really thin crust.
We'll get over the sinkholes to get to you, Ben, just for one of those pies. I'll make it.
Yeah. My God, what a problem for the northern New Jersey commuters on Route 80. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time for PeakBot picks. Actually, let's just reflash. Let's just flash this again one more time. It's just It's too important. Oh, come on. I got to get this screen down. Okay. Just a reminder. 6 months free of PeakBot. But we're very excited about this. This is a big deal. Exclusive to Tradier. Free trading bots. Find that anywhere else. Actually, there's probably some other really bad free trading bots out there. Just be careful. But this, you're in good hands. All right. So check it out. Start trading hands-free for 6 months. Commission-free options trading. All right. PeakBot picks. Let's talk about it. Who wants to go first? Looking at last week's picks.
I'll kick us off this week.
Okay.
So here is my PeakBot picks tracker. I am currently still in all of my positions from last week. KRE, BAC, SLV. We'll take a look at my Tradier account at those positions. So BAC, it looks like, let me get this right there. So BAC, I sold the 36.50 call, currently trading at 35.20. It's looking like that position is going to win. I've got about a little over $1 of buffer for that stock to rise up, and I will still win that trade. So I did turn, and I typically do this. I did pause this ticker on the trend spread bot, so that way it wouldn't close me at a 12. I want this to go to expiration. I want to squeeze every last dollar out of this position as possible. Now, I know that's risky, especially considering what the market's been doing lately. But I'm getting greedy. You know, fear and greed. It's what ruins traders.
Sure is.
So I might be ruining my. You know what? I'm gonna close this. I just talked myself.
Oh my God! Do it. Zoom out. Let's do it live, man.
Boom, boom. Closing the position. Taking my money off the table.
What are you doing? Market or
I could close it for 2 cents. I'm gonna close it for 2 cents.
Close it for what? Close it for 3 if you got to, man. Come on.
Commission free. Yeah, you know what? I'm not paying commission on it. I'm just gonna get out. I'm gonna
market.
God forbid the market skyrockets this afternoon and I lose this trade. All right, boom. All right.
Nice,
so
dude.
Let's update the tracker. Let's update the tracker.
Yeah.
We're gonna say Bank of America. I earned 41 in credit minus $3. That's a nice $38 win. And then today's date. Oops. Today's date is, why does it keep doing that? The 18th. All of these are the 18th, so. Okay, so that's Bank of America. That's a win. That's a dub. Now we've got ticker KRE, which I sold the $51 strike, and we're currently trading at 48.38. So this one I've got a little over. I've got like $2.60. I'm gonna let's see what we can close this one out for. 1 cent. We'll see if it even closes.
By the way, I just made my third PeakBot pick manually. That's why I was zoning out there, and I have to say I'm happy about it.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right,
so that's in for a penny. I'm probably not even going to get filled there. Nobody's probably interested in selling that spread against my buying that spread. And then finally, I mean, I've got Roblox in here, which is looking pretty solid. I might close that down while you guys are going over.
Oh man. Hey.
And then UVXY is looking really solid. I'll just let that expire. And then XPEV, we'll do that when I'm making my picks for this week. I'll roll that trade live. And then I got silver. I ran a condor on that last week. I'm currently in the money on the call side. I am below the sold call, so I might let myself get assigned short shares there and then reverse wheel it next week, which was a move that I pulled with Exxon. That will be kind of like a small hedge to all the bearishness that I'm going to pick for next week.
Ben,
so
financial advice. I don't know if you'd want to be short on silver right now.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a hedge to what I'm going to pick for next week. So
it's a risky hedge.
Anyways, looking like I'm going 2 for 3 this week, and I'm going to let my silver position. I'm going to let it ride.
What's the whatever happened with the XOM? What was the final makings and earnings on
So
that?
for XOM, here it
I know
is.
you were selling puts on it.
XOM, I need to zoom out and then zoom back in.
Sorry about that.
For XOM, it looks like I earned 63 in credit and then rolled for 69 in credit, rolled again for 58 in credit, then started to adjust down to more favorable strikes. I actually wound up paying $255 in credit, but overall I made $45 because I sold the shares at 113 and then I bought them back at the 110 strike. So I made $300 on the shares. I paid $255 in premium after all the rolling. So I net out a positive $45 over the course of, what is that? That's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It was 3 weeks.
Not bad.
Original credit.
It's better than a loss.
Yeah, so the full trade was 3 weeks, but I rolled for 2.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. So looking like 2 for 3 this week.
All right.
All right, Dylan, you want to go or you want me to go?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let me
All
share
right,
my
let's
screen.
go.
So I got saved this week, and I'll get into that in a minute. There
I don't see
So-
your screen here, kid.
should be up right now.
Oh, okay.
So the first one got take profit on 2 of them. One of them I'm thankful for. One of them it's whatever. So the one that is kind of whatever is going to be IWM. So I got both my take profits taken on the 9th here, right? So this day the market dropped, opened, and luckily I got my take profit before we got this absolute massive run up. So yeah, my bad. There we go, Dylan. What do you call it? So right here, got saved by this massive run up. So my strikes on IWM was selling 187, yes, and buying 193, which is actually going to end up being a similar strike price to my ones this week. But so got out of this position, saved it there. Now, what saved me the most was Walmart. So where I went short on Dylan there with his Walmart position, it actually kind of saved me. So on the 9th, I was able to get out of this position here on this massive drop where Walmart, I sold the $89, bought the 93 because we dropped so low on the 9th. I got take profit at it around 80%. Later on in the day, tariffs got paused. Market shot back up, Walmart shot back up. So I was able to, salvage what would have been a losing position today into a winning position because of the take profit. Next one that I have was C, so Citibank Corp. This one I still have open, wasn't able to get a take profit on there. Sold the $62 strike, bought the, what was it? The $66 strike right there. So still out of the money, $2 out of the money there. Should secure a win on that one. Not going to close it, just going to let it ride and then make my enter into the next week's picks.
Awesome. Question for you. Do you use TradingView at all?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
So when you're
I
making
actually-
picks, you just looking at that chart?
I actually do like this chart. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. No,
I feel like, yeah, sometimes I use TradingView because I'll look at like RSI if some things, especially if I'm going for a bearish pick, I'm going to look at RSI and I want to see if it's oversold. And then if it's oversold, then I think there's going to be a bounce and there might be a better strike price that I'm not going to get right now on this Friday. So I'm going to move it over to a different week. So that's usually when I go back. So you'll note, well, I'm not going to give out all my secrets, but usually I alternate weeks. If so, this week you'll see.
Okay, I'll see. So
Cliffhanger.
let's talk about my week last week. Okay, so I was openly not thrilled with my fills. I went 1 for 3. Okay, so I had a put credit spread on Coca-Cola. That closed just a few minutes ago with trend spread on Smart Exit. Did not enter another one. I had a $4 debit, so earned $53 on that trade. That's nice. I was needing to stay above 70 with $4 worth of exposure there. So glad to take that W. I actually had a put spread on TLT. I got assigned early. Okay, so if we come down here, we'll see. I got assigned on TLT yesterday at $92 a share. That was my sold put. Ended up selling them for $85.89. Okay, so that's about a $600 loss, but I earned $400 on the bought put. Okay, so a net $200 loss on TLT last week. Okay, that was my max loss, and I took it. So Marathon also, I earned $20 in premium. I was trying to stay under 11.5. Did not happen. Closed for a $46 debit, meaning total loss of 66. I might have just confused myself there, but $66 loss on Mara. So not so hot for me. 1 for 3. Lost $213 on the week in my PeakBot picks. Having earned 104 initially, I had $750 worth of risk out there. So not my best week, but I feel way better. Can't wait to talk about my selections for this week. And I can go right into it unless we want to go back around the horn.
Doesn't matter. If you're feeling it, go for it.
Feeling it. All right. So let's talk about this. So obviously we're an automated trading platform. We provide alerts in our watch lists. We do a lot of different things. Lately, with this heightened volatility, it's become difficult to look at a watch list and a trade opportunity at 11:30 for it to enter at 12. So much happens in even just a few minutes, let alone a few seconds, right? In this market we're in. So last week, I talked about going and using our watch list, finding the next lowest delta strike available, and seeing if I can keep tight spreads and give myself a little bit more breathing room. Truthfully, that was hard to do. Go ahead, Ben.
Which, by the way, is an update that is coming to the trend spread bot, to where we're going to be looking for the next strike or 2 strikes away.
And that's right. Even with some of the credit I see, I might even go down 2 strikes if I'm still getting a decent enough credit. So call it testing for the updates to the strategy. So
I will be doing the same.
Yeah, absolutely. So I already filled all 3 of these trades. We're going to take a look at them really quick. I had 2 call spreads, one on ASTS, one on Pepsi, and a put credit spread bullish on Kroger. All right, so let's look at the Kroger entry, and then we'll look at everything else. So found this on the watch list. Okay, the sold strike on the watch list at the 30 delta, closest without going over, was 65. All right, when I went and charted Kroger, I was like, okay, well, 65 is right here. I like 65. Look at all the days we've been trading over 65 here, okay? Even with this crazy movement in the last few days. But then I was looking at the chain and I'm like, boy, 64 I feel really good about. Now look at this line. We've been trading over 64 since beginning of March. It's been a month since we've dipped under 64. So when I looked at the chain, I wanted to see how much credit I can grab with about $2 worth of exposure. Okay, $200. And I asked for 12 cents in credit, filled for 15. So when I look at this saying, I'm making $15 if Kroger stays above 64, I love that. Okay, if it doesn't happen, I have $200 of risk down to this 62 level. Okay, which that means I'm taking my max loss if we dip all the way down here. Okay, of about $185. I feel really, really good about that. Okay, my alarm's going to keep going off every 9 minutes. I apologize. Busy guy. That's closing Marathon. That's closing Coke. All right, we can see I tried filling at some different entries here on Kroger earlier. Let's take a look at Pepsi. All right, so call credit spread. Look at this. It's fun when you ask for $20 in credit and you get 29. and he still gets strikes. That's fun. I got an extra
That is fun.
$9 there. So earned $29 in premium. I'm a call credit spread trying to stay under 147, and then a bought call at 149. So let's look at Pepsi on the chart here. I think I have this mapped out for us. So let me just confirm. Yeah, under 147. So we've been trading under 147 for the last week. Okay. I think I like the breathing room here. Again, technicals can get difficult to look at with this heightened volatility, but I have a hard time denying this. 16 sell signals, 1 buy signal for the next week, and it's trading at 143.50.
Yeah,
It's got to
not bad.
move. I like that. I like that fill a lot for $29, knowing that my max loss is 170. If it comes all the way up to 149, which I don't think is going to happen up here. So I like my Pepsi fill.
Nice.
But I hate drinking it. I don't drink Pepsi. I'm a Diet Coke guy, but that's only on occasion. Okay. ASTS. Truthfully, I forget even what it's a space stock. I think I'll look at it in just a second.
To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon.
There we go. So I earned $15 in credit on a call credit spread, trying to stay under 26.50 by next Friday on ASTS. Note, right now it's trading at 22.44. Okay. Last time we traded above 26.50 was on March 27th. So it's been about 2 weeks since we've even touched this. When we look at the technical analysis, again, difficult. It's relatively neutral. It's AST Space Mobile. That's the company. Analyst ratings on this are very good for the next year. But look, I'm sitting here thinking, let me draw a vertical line for Friday, and then we'll move on, and I'll get off my proverbial soapbox here. Is that the saying?
It is.
Okay. So I want to move this back. No, give me. Nothing's easy, man. All right. Anyway, the point is, here's Friday expiration. We got a lot of breathing room. So those are my 3 orders. If we look at the totals, I collected $59 in premium for $600 worth of capital. What's that math? That's a 9.8% ROI on the week. Almost call it 10% ROI, obviously. That was
Very nice.
could have done that easier, but Ben's done with me. He wants to go, so Ben's up.
No, I think Thomas is up next if
All
we're
right.
if we're doing a snake order.
Snake draft.
Snake draft.
Or like a snake draft.
Ben, how's your fantasy baseball teams going so far this year?
I'm 1-1. You know, we go
Okay.
by the week. Yeah,
Go by the
not
week.
bad.
All right. Gotcha. Just curious. Can't believe
It's
you
a lot
do
of
that.
work. It's a lot of work
I
every
was
day.
going to say, man, where would PeakBot be if you didn't do fantasy baseball? I'm just kidding. All right, Thomas. Go ahead, bud.
I'm up. Donny Mushrooms, thank you.
Yeah. We need to get you access to do it. I'm sick of being your DJ.
Oh, thank you, Don. I feel
All right.
so honored
Hey,
if I get access to
Hey,
that.
zoom in for me.
I am zoomed in.
Oh,
More?
boy.
How's it look?
See a lot
Good
of
now?
white space.
All right, I think it looks good. All right,
right.
so this week I'm running it back with IWM. Telling me you still can't see it?
I'm getting it now.
Then I'm gonna zoom in more.
I'm just messing with you, man. Sorry.
Oh,
Just
okay.
trying
No,
to
I
work
want
on
to
the
make
Tradier
sure.
Hub.
I want to make sure that the audience can see all of our
right.
screens in one methodical process here. So here we go. Back with IWM selling the 187 strike again. Now, small caps again have officially entered a bearish level of territory. So I want to keep riding that trend because trend is your friend. Now, Ben, I'm really sorry. You know, you're riding along with IWM there on premium grab. So hopefully you can also get some premium out of that too. I'm gonna keep going here with short on IWM. I love this $187 strike price. Let me throw it up on the 3-month chart there as well, just to get a little bit of a better viewpoint on it if it wants to load. Again, right here's this 187 strike. I just don't picture it really breaking above this level. There's so much space to fill there. And if it does, it's going to go 190, Maybe I'll be $3-4 in the money, but I do think that there's a chance to pull back if we do even get that high. Just because odds are right now it's going to be on some sort of like a pump and dump, almost like we saw with the tariff news the other day, where we saw an exponential increase right before the market closed, about an 8% increase, just to be followed by about a 6% drop, right? So I do think that the market's just going to kind of be reactive that way. So I'm going to play it that way. The market seems to be jumping on any sort of glimpse of hope. So I'm just going to keep staying short on something that's bearish. Next up on the picks, we have Pepsi. So Dylan, I am going with one of your picks as well. Yeah. So this was actually one of the stocks that I was alluding to. So every couple weeks, I'll go back and I'm looking at RSI and I'm saying, okay, what's oversold, what's overbought. And right now, Pepsi's at this kind of like middle level of RSI. So odds are it's going to continue to keep with its trend. 2 weeks ago, it was at the same point. And the previous week, when I looked back at it, it was oversold. So it was pretty low in RSI, expecting some sort of a bounce, which we kind of saw here. We saw a little bit of a bounce followed by another drop. So now we're going back to bearish on Pepsi, selling the 146 strike price, buying the 150. Again, that's subject to change, but selling 146, buying 150 right there. Just like this, just because there's been some dash right around this 146 area, which was kind of a level of support over here. So going back with it again, just for 146 after a couple weeks. Now we're back to my second beverage company, Starbucks. Going bearish on Starbucks again. Not a big Starbucks fan unless it's my once a year drink during their Christmas holiday season, where they have the caramel brulee latte. We can't give any shout outs here, but that's the only thing I'm ever going to Starbucks for. I really don't like their coffee. I don't.
Caramel brulee latte.
Yeah, you think you know a guy, right?
Yeah. No, honestly, yeah.
No, I would love it. I would love that drink. I know I would.
It's so good. It's the best thing. They have like little like brulee crumbs on top. They burn it off. Like you would think you're getting like a $20 coffee at some fancy place in like the city. But you're at your local Starbucks, right? It's a pretty good coffee.
$7 coffee.
Yeah, it's a $7 coffee, but once a year, I'll take that treat. Okay. So I'm selling the 186 strike price. What I liked about it here was it's kind of where we peaked, and it's kind of like right where we started at the open before the gap down. So I do think that if we do shoot up a little bit, 186 is going to be its first level of resistance, and if it does continue in that trend, then of course I'm going to lose. But the goal is that maybe we can fill some space down for Monday or Tuesday, take profit, and then see if it can close me out, and then I'll be done with it there. But see what happens there. But selling 186 and buying 91. Perfect timing on the alarm.
Yeah, no, I gotta send a contract out after the call, and I don't want to forget. So I'm gonna remind myself every 9 minutes, and we're gonna live with
Why don't you just set an alarm for after this?
I'm live, man. I'm live. I wanted to be,
show the day in the life of PeakBot co-founder Dylan, how he sets alarms using Siri.
Good day in the life today. I haven't eaten yet, though. Need food.
Neither have I.
I need food for sure.
Dylan need food.
I've only had Gatorade and Ritz crackers.
Yeah, wow.
Not good.
That's not healthy.
No,
Ben, you're up, I think, yeah?
I am up. Yes, let's do this.
And then I have a question when you're done, Ben. I want you guys' non-financial advice on a trade. An emotional trade that I took last week that I'm regretting right now, and I think we can get out of it, and you guys probably know what it is.
Okay. We will take a look. So before I get into my picks for this week, I'm going to take a look at my XPEV position. Just to recap, I got into XPEV, currently open. Got into XPEV on March 21st. I've been rolling since. I was assigned at $20.50. So far, from all the rolling I've done, I've earned $145 in premium, and it's currently trading at 1942. So I could theoretically close this position down now, take a loss on the shares of about $109, and then how much premium I've earned? 145. I could take a loss. However, what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to roll this contract. So to do that in the Tradier dashboard here, I'm going to go to chains. I'm going to go to XPEV. I'm going to
get the date right.
I'm going to find the strike for today. I'm going to buy to close this one. And then I've got to go to next week's expiration. And I think I want the $19 strike because I'm earning a good bit of premium there. So let's send this to the ticket. So I got buy to close, sell to open, rolling for a net credit of 127.
Ben, what'd you get assigned at?
20.5.
Oh, that's not bad.
So let's knock this down to 126 just so we can get
you're not going to let that one sit. You're not going to let that one sit there.
No, that's fine. All right, so we filled at 126.
Nice.
So we're going to adjust the sheet now to add 126. And now we've got to adjust this down because we're not going to lose 50 cents anymore. We're going to lose $1.50. So that's $150. So now we're looking at $121 gain if XPEV finishes above my $19 strike next week. And XPEV, again, is currently trading at 1943. So I've got quite a bit of wiggle room to work with too, because even if we dip below, I've got, what was my net there? My net was, I've got $271 in premium to work with. So realistically, my adjusted cost basis is $20.50 minus 2.7. So it's really a little under $18. So that position is looking pretty solid to pull off a win next week. I will likely get assigned negative shares on silver. And going into this week, my first pick is XLF. This is a financial ETF to give myself some financial exposure. The strike price that I'm choosing is $48, and that actually aligns with the 20 delta, which is going to be part of this update coming to trend spread. So 20 delta, I'm going to go over, $48 strike. I'm going to be going over to my Tradier account here. Again, I'm going to go over to chains, XLF, make sure the strike price or the expirations for next week, $48. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to buy the next strike, which is $48.50. So that's only $50 of exposure there. Send that to the ticket, and it looks like my net credit is going to be around 13 cents, which is actually really good considering 50 cents of exposure. That's a little bit over 20% ROI.
12. Put it in for 12.
I'm going to put it in at 12. I am. And I'm actually going to do two spreads here.
Oh, you dirty dog.
So I double up on the premium. We're going to let this. We're going to let. Okay. So we filled. We filled at 12 cents. Love that trade. And as we can see,
just sprinkling on them right now.
What'd you say?
You're just dropping knowledge right now, man. You're just Salt Bay.
That's right. Salt Bay of options trading.
Maybe it's just trading.
Thomas said it. The trend is your friend. It looks like XLF has been trending down for the past 6 weeks. It looks very similar to how the market's been moving. So do I think that we're going to bump back up over this price by next week? TBD, but maybe I'll take profit on Monday.
Hell yeah.
So pick number 2 is Eli Lilly.
I love it.
LLY. Again, trend is your friend, has been trending down since the beginning of March, and really since August has been trending down. There was a move back up in January and February, But now we're on that downtrend again. I know we have a gap to fill here, so that can either act as resistance or we'll blow right through that. Again, TBD, but I love where this strike price is at 770, currently trading at 725. That gives me over a 5% buffer, which I really like on Eli Lilly. So 770 is the sold strike. Let's head back over to Tradier, ticker LLY, next week's expiration. Now we're going to 770 bearish play, sell this strike, buy the 775. So this is a $5 wide strike, or a $5 wide spread, sorry, for about $1 in credit. That's about a 20% ROI right there, and that's at the 20 delta. I'm going to place this at $1.05, which is where the midpoint is currently. So I get a little bit above that 20%. That's going to boost up my EV, my expected value, to a point where this is a more profitable trade. So I'm going to submit this order after I preview it, and I'm going to let this one sit. I'm going to let this one sit and see if we could fill out $1.05. And then if not, I'll adjust down to $1 a little bit later today. So that's my second pick. My third and final pick is, I don't remember. What was it now? TQQQ.
Ooh.
So
bearish or bullish?
3x ETF on this, on the market, on investment trusts, actually. So, I'm bearish on it. I'm bearish on it, selling the 55 strike, and it'll likely be $1 spread. So let's go to TQQQ.
Are you going to enter this now?
Yeah, that's one of my picks.
All right, love it.
Change the expiration date.
I almost really screwed myself on that earlier today.
I'm
Not changing the expiration date. Really.
Oh, look at this. This is a 50-cent spread as well. So sell there, buy there. Quantity of 1. Actually, I'm going to do a quantity of 2. Similar look to XLF, where the credit would. I got 12 cents on that ticker. I'm going to place the order for 12 cents here as well and let this sit. So I've got Lilly sitting, I've got TQQQ sitting. I will make sure to adjust those before the end of the day, make sure they fill, so that way we are in on the picks competition here. But those are my trades.
I love that we are making the adjustments needed when we got to be a bit more manual, a bit more hands-on. We're here. We're utilizing our watch lists. We utilize our automated bots for every other strategy right now. But for PeakBot picks, when we got to show up for the people, I want to be careful.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say it, but I'm calling my shot for next week right now.
You're
I'm
what?
going 3 for 3. All I'm saying is I'm going 3 for 3. I'll at least tie for the win next week. I don't know if I'm going to have the most premium collected, but I will go 3 for 3. You heard it here first.
All right.
Ben, you filled on Lilly.
Heard it here first. I did fill on Lilly. That's what I was pulling up the screen for.
I jacked you.
Just
I
gotta
shouldn't have let you said that.
Just gotta fill on those TQs at 12 cents, and we are sitting pretty for the week.
What are you willing to let that go down to? What would you fill at 8? Would you take $8?
I want 20. I want 20%.
Okay.
Listen, if I get 20% at the 20 delta, mathematically, things really work out in my favor at that point.
Okay.
That's what I'm shooting for.
Love it.
Expected value looks really, really good if you trade 20 deltas at a 20% ROI.
Okay. We got to talk more about that then. I like it.
Tune in next week.
All right, tune in next week. So, PeakBot picks settled. A little bit of a manual adjustment today. Live trades, saw them here. So, best of luck to all of you. More luck to me. And do we want to talk about anything else? A little SPY analysis, a little economic.
Are we going to look at your position or no?
Oh, yeah. Dylan, you had
yes.
a position.
Yes. All right, then we'll get out of here. Let me pull this up. So I did something that we talked about last week. I don't know if it was live on air or not. So my Walmart position, my first ever pick from this new PeakBot picks contest, and one that I've had for a while, got tanked through earnings and a bad market week. I got tanked. I got assigned at $98 a share, went all the way down to like 83. I don't know when that was, maybe last week, 2 weeks ago. I turned the wheel off. Okay, I was just going to hold these shares. What I did was last Friday, with contract expiring today, I put that call spread on. So I did it. I put the call spread on. My sold call was at 89. Okay. Bought call at 91. Right now it's trading at 92.40. So I'm going to sell these shares at 89, having bought them at 98.
Wait, it's a bought put, you said. Wait. Is it a sold call? Yeah, hold on. It'll be sold call.
Hold on, I can get Ben's screen down. All right, here it is. So I own the shares now. I own these Walmart shares. This isn't a gain. This is a loss at 98. This is, again, I own these at 98. So my question is, do I take my L here right now, see what I get banged up at, just to say I'll take I didn't earn very much in premium on this, as we can see. I'm going to end up taking probably a net loss of, I don't know, call it somewhere between 160, $200. To keep my hope alive of getting these shares back up closer to my assignment price.
All right. I know what you're going to do.
Talk to me.
So check the two boxes for your
You're
options.
rolling me out. You're going to roll me out.
So click close.
Okay, hold on.
Close position.
This is not financial advice.
No, okay. Now add a leg.
Add a leg.
Yes. Now select the same expiration. So select today.
Are you hedging
select the $93 strike. Call. Sell to open.
Add another leg or no?
Nope.
All right.
Quantity of one.
Preview.
And you're going to be paying $1.57.
Damn, Ben, that's risky.
No,
to say
no.
what? To say it's going to stay under 93?
So here's what's going to happen, Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
If Walmart closes above 93, you're going to net $43 from doing this right now, because you're going to sell your shares at 93. You're paying $1.57 right now to make this transaction, and you've got to net that against all of your other credits.
What if he opens a call for next week, not expiring this week?
We could check that out too. So yeah, change the expiration there. So your debit is, you're paying $5. What is that? I can't tell. Zoom in.
Are you receiving it? Yeah, zoom in, Dylan. Oh.
Thomas, can you tell Dylan to zoom in?
Yeah, I know. Dylan, zoom in for a minute there. Come on.
All right, so you'd be paying $10 essentially to make $200 more on your shares if Walmart expires above $93 next week.
Now, this might be too much, okay, but hear me out. We go higher strike, further expiration. So go like, then what? You take a $2 loss.
Yeah, but then you're just holding Walmart, and like, what if Walmart rallies during that time?
Well, that's true. Do you want to no, buying calls isn't going to be.
Remember, I own it at 98. If we're talking credit earned, it's probably ballpark. It's probably like, since being assigned, maybe $150, $200, because I turned it off. You know.
Okay.
That's a ballpark.
I would probably do today's expiration, see what the 91 strike is giving you. Or sorry, the 92 strike.
92, yeah.
All right, so you'd net $11 if Walmart finishes above $92.
As it
Probably,
is right now.
yeah, probably not worth it. So what's going to happen if you sell the 93 strike instead of the 92 today? If Walmart finishes above 93, you're gonna make more well, you're not gonna lose as much money. Rather, you're gonna make $49. You're gonna make $50 on the transaction that you're doing right now. If Walmart finishes below $93, you're gonna continue to hold your shares, and you don't have to sell them at the lower price. And then on Monday, you can sell another call against your shares.
See now, Monday asking me to do something else. Now I get worried. Now I'm like, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna sit on it. I understand the concepts here. I'm gonna take a look at some numbers. I'm gonna let the market go for a little bit longer today. See what's going on. It's been just doing nothing but up since the 8th. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it here a little bit. But I know that I can't wait too long on it. I'm just trying not to be emotional, people, That's all. I'm trying to monitor my emotions. So anyway, let's get out of here. Been here plenty long. PeakBot picks looks like it's going to Ben, right?
I went 2 for 3.
No, I was 3 for 3. I was 3 for 3.
Thomas, my bad, man.
Yeah, come on, Dylan.
Back to where you used to be, when we were paper trading, winning every week.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now I'm back to it.
All right, very cool. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's just show everybody one last time the incredible promotion we have here with Tradier exclusively. All right, and that is free automated trading and free commission-free trading for 6 months. Okay. Incredibly great deal. Get started. Access to PeakBot's Pro subscription, which has exclusive bots not available in any other subscriptions, and Tradier Pro built in. After the 6 months of free automated trading on Tradier, you will then remain a PeakBot Pro subscriber with the standard pricing. Okay. So check this out. Grab the QR code, go to peakbot.com/Tradier, create your account, get started. There's never been a better deal for retail traders in the world of automated trading. I'm not exaggerating. Get in there, get started. And if you have questions, we're here for you. 7-day customer support available via chat on our website, or you can email us at experience@peakbot.com. So, gentlemen, unless you guys have anything else, let's get out of here. I'm about to faint.
Yeah, I need some food.
And we got to get back to it. I got to send that contract. That timer's going to go off at least 2 or 3 more times. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Great show. Have a great weekend. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.